Oof. Well, if you're watching this, I'm assuming you're kind of tired of where you're at in your hometown, or at least you're considering moving out, which you should, especially if you're between 20 to 35 is the best time to do it, I'd say. But obviously, we all got we all get hit with different challenges at different points in our lives. So maybe you'll want to do it when you're 50, and hopefully this video helps you. I'm 25 myself, and I currently live in Dublin. I'm originally from Romania, where I moved out of uh, a year and a half ago. So I was still 23 at the time, and I was in a comfortable situation. Honestly, I was in a loving household, uh, had a comfortable room, PlayStation, girlfriend, friends, everything someone my age would need, if you think about it, or at least I thought so. But obviously, there was a void to fill regarding my self purpose and inner peace. And a window of opportunity came for me when I was offered to move to Dublin, make some money for a few months, maybe save for a car, and then dip, come back to Romania and start over. I actually stayed in this living room here, which you can't see, but it was rough to say the least. Now, the reason you should do it depends all on yourself. I think generally it's because of becoming fed up with the boring lifestyle that you might be living, or at least that you think you're living. Maybe you're not getting work opportunities like myself. Maybe you just don't like the people in your hometown, or maybe you just want to explore the world and try new things. And whichever the reason is, I can tell you for sure it's the right one. I grew at an extremely aggressive rate while here because I wanted to go on a self improvement journey, which I thought I was on back home as well. But it's not until you live by yourself or with strangers and you have to navigate through a new city, learn the language maybe, you have to adapt to the system, at least in the beginning, to, you know, ad- accommodate yourself to whatever the new place is. In my case, I moved from very Eastern Europe to very Western Europe. So there have been some cultural differences. Luckily, language was not an issue for me. I had a place where to crash for a few months without paying rent. But you have to go through some homesickness. Maybe you're low on cash for a while, which is absolutely natural. Uh, at the end of the day, if it's too hard for you, you can almost always find a way back home, or at least I hope you have that plan B. I never took that as an option in my case because the whole purpose was to continue developing myself by going through struggle and despair even sometimes. And this journey was incredible for me. I actually started reading properly and cooking for myself, laundry, all these things which are normal for your average adult. But in my case, I needed a kick in my butt, to say so, to motivate me to actually start behaving like a responsible adult. And you start learning how to manage your finances, networking. You start meeting people from all over the place, depending on the country where you're in. I'm in the capital city, where you get to meet interesting folks, to say the least. You'll meet businessmen, you'll meet contractors, you'll meet people you can actually learn things from. Myself, I've been a bartender for a year and a half, I think, and it's been my only job while I've been here. So it's not necessarily right or wrong, but I finally found something that's gonna push me even further, and I'm gonna move out of Dublin soon. So I decided to do this at the end of my journey just to kind of reflect on how moving abroad helped me and how it could help you. I built my discipline up in the gym and taking care of chores and not slacking behind on them. I managed to find a sleeping routine. I used to struggle waking up before 10, 11, 12, uh, 1 p.m. sometimes, maybe for more than 5 years, just because I became lazy once I hit college, and that routine just stuck with me. I've always been an evening shift type of person. Whereas here, I actually worked on that and I found myself a good routine. I would sleep exactly as much as I wanted to, even if it was less hours than I would need. But there would no be there would be no snooze button or anything like that. But it didn't start that way. In the beginning, I was indulging in all sorts of bad habits, and I think it was my first holiday back home where I actually saw how time seemed to freeze back there, whereas I was already feeling more developed than I would have by staying home. So I came back again and decided, look, it's time to work on me properly. I'm only gonna have this age once, so it's time to take care of my mental, physical health, and just strive to learn things. One of the most underrated factors in this journey is that you'll meet people with similar interests or similar backgrounds from different parts of the world, and you'll make some lifetime friends, I would say. I'm not necessarily saying that they're going to be your comrade until you pass away, but at least for a long time, especially as a man, you don't need to talk to your friends every day or every week. Sometimes you won't talk for months, but once you get back in touch with them, everything is like nothing changed, which is amazing. So that's helped me cope with loneliness and homesickness around here. But yeah, I came with a relatively basic goal of just saving money for a few months, buying a car, going back. And I actually found myself in this journey that I can do way more and I want to see more. And I'm going to use it to my advantage. If you want to do the same, I think you don't need to think about it too much. The less you think about it, the better it is for you, because it's so easy to install fear in your own beliefs. So I'll be very curious if any of yous have done something similar, or if you're planning to, no matter what age. And yeah, maybe leave a comment down below. Subscribe, because I'll be posting more and more throughout my journey. My next job is going to involve a lot of traveling, and I want to help others, inspiring them to leave their comfort zone basically for good, to find themselves and work on themselves, and basically live life to the fullest. Catch you later.